Hi friends, happy Thursday. So I have got something different today. Okay, it says we're live, but I'm not sure why it's saying August 17th. So I'm just making sure here. I think I just popped onto the wrong video. There we go. Okay. Now it looks right. So if you are here, welcome, welcome. I'm not doing a card today. I'm doing something different. And I've got this big binder here. Let me see if I can, will it let me? It'll let me get bigger, but it doesn't let me get smaller. That's okay. So maybe in some of my videos you've heard me mention that I have been doing a lot of fussy cutting out of magazines and stuff like that. So I just kind of wanted to show you what I've been doing in that regard. So I've got this big, I think it's a 2-inch binder here. And I've got my organization for this is page protectors. So this is just to give you an idea of all the stuff I've been cutting out in preparation of doing some glue booking collaging. I don't know if you've watched any videos of people doing that here on YouTube, but one of the channels I love to watch is Nicole. She's right here in Oregon where I am, and this is her channel, how to find it, Nicole Relax Cut Glue, and there is a dot after each of those 3 words, and she's just a real hoot to watch. She's very bubbly, very giggly, and she kind of has my love of things that are funny, putting together things to create something funny. Most of hers are funny or cute in some way. So anyway, just to kind of give you an idea of how I've got things organized here, like this is mostly parts and pieces of a person, hands, eyes, lips, that sort of thing. This is like all different women that I've cut out, mostly like their faces, their heads. Here's like the whole person. And then I've done the same thing with, you know, men. And these are the same thing. This was mostly like headshots and things like that, like the whole bodies. As you can see, like I said, I like funny stuff. This is people and animals in this one. And then I broke it down into like pets. So we've got dogs and cats in here and things to do with dogs and cats. And then wild animals, birds, flowers. I love this big poinsettia. So I've been cutting things out of mostly magazines, also things that might come in the mail, like Costco, the booklets that they send out. There's some really good stuff to cut out in there. So this is all food things and candy and sweets. There's just a lot of stuff in these pages. Not so much in this one. This is beverages. I haven't cut too much out of that for that yet. Household sort of things here. Accessories such as watches, sunglasses, purses, jewelry. What's this? Oh, like clothing and shoes. cosmetics and personal care things in here. Toys. Cutting, cutting, cutting. For a person who doesn't like to fussy cut, you can see what I have been doing. So I've got a big pickup truck in here. I think this is just sort of miscellaneous odds and ends in this one. Then phrases and words. Look at all this cutting I've been doing, you guys. Can you believe it? There's a lot in here. Some of these are full pages, like to use for backgrounds and things. I love this water design here. So where did I get the magazines? Because I'll tell you what, I'm not going to go in the store and pay the prices that magazines are these days to bring them home and just cut them up. These are all one-piece pages of things that I might leave them as they are, or like this, I might go back in and fussy cut this out. So there's a lot in here, a lot of those types of pages. And same with this one. And then I've got labels that I've taken off of cans and stuff in there. And, you know, so that is what I have. Going to start a regular, what I would say, glue book. But back to the magazine things. The local one that's mostly local to where I live, of Goodwill, used to have books. Well, they still have books, they just don't have much. And magazines, but they don't carry any magazines anymore. So other types of thrift stores. Where I've been going is a thrift store called St. Vinny's, and they sell magazines for really inexpensive, so I will go buy magazines there. You can always ask friends to save their magazines for you, and catalogs. Dollar Tree is an idea for even look in the kids section, because you can find things there that's got some fun stuff. I haven't really accessed that yet, but I know Nicole does, and she finds some good things there to cut out. Okay, so the glue book that I'm starting today is one that Nicole did, and I thought, okay, that looks really fun. And I know it's a very different thing than what you're used to seeing me do as far as card making and that kind of stuff, but I have interest in all sorts of things besides card making, and so sometimes I just don't want to do a card. But I thought this looked really fun, this postage stamp glue book, and it's one of those kind of things that you can set and punch things out of old magazines or whatever while you're watching TV. Especially this one in particular, depending on how you set the theme up to your glue book. It doesn't take a lot of, you don't have to think about it. You don't have to compose like your card. You don't, you know, I mean, it's just, I do all this thinking process when I'm getting ready to make a card. This, you can just do it. It's just something to do that is fun and relaxing and still crafty. So I wanted to tell you about the things I have right here. I got my punch from Amazon, and I have linked it in the description box. I really like it. It's got a lock here that does that so that you can lock it closed when you're not using it. It's a 1.5-inch square postage stamp punch, but you can use whatever shape of punch. You don't have to go buy a punch. If you already have like a circle punch or a square punch or something like that, or you could just cut squares even. But it was fairly inexpensive, and I think they have a coupon on it right now on Amazon. When I went to get the link, there was a coupon available. So anyway, that's where I got that. My little storage book. Now, Nicole got hers at Dollar Tree. The Dollar Tree I have is not a very good Dollar Tree, to be honest. And I could not find any of these. It's a little brag book is what it's called at Fred Meyer, which is where I bought mine. And I would have much rather bought it at Dollar Tree because it would have been less expensive for the same exact thing. And I will keep an eye out for them there, but I would check Dollar Tree first. But I really like, it's basically the same thing as my big binder, the same idea, but in a smaller version because this is kind of like a smaller project. Then Nicole's notebook came from Dollar Tree. I looked at many like dollar type stores that are closest to me. I couldn't find one anywhere. I thought with school supplies out right now, I surely could find one in school supplies, and I couldn't. And that's because it has no lines. So if you have a Michael's or a Hobby Lobby or something like that near you, you could probably find one there. Or I would, like I said, check Dollar Tree first because your Dollar Tree may have these. Now, the one Nicole has was not wire bound, but since I couldn't find one anywhere that was plain pages, and you could use line pages too. I just really liked the idea of the plain pages. I went to Amazon, so I also put the link in Amazon to this notebook if this is something that you're interested in or thinking about doing. So I don't have a ton of things punched out yet, but like if you do the glue booking and the magazine things, don't throw them away because there's a lot of little areas you can go back and punch things out that might have just been left over from something that you cut out for collaging or glue booking. So I laid mine out kind of the same as Nicole because I'm copycatting her idea because I loved it. So as you can see, I don't have a lot, but I kind of did the colors of the rainbow. So we've got things red, pink, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, rainbow, and then I did brown. I did black and white and grays, and then random things, just things that you think might be fun on a page. I know she did like the inside security envelopes, like all the different patterns of security envelopes. But I was seeing a lot of these codes and I thought, okay, that might be kind of fun. So I've been punching those out. Words or phrases, women, men, eyes, like people eyes, animal eyes, whatever. I don't know what I was going to put there. I don't have anything yet. Probably mouths and different things like that. Food, I don't have very much of that yet. Dogs and cats. Wild animals. Books, I have to find ads and such that just have small pictures of the books because again my punch is only 1.5 inches. And then it can just go from there, whatever categories or themes. So I've laid this out to see if this would hold 4 across and 6 down, and it does. So I'm just going to get started with it. So these are my little red ones here. This was a medicine, Vicks cough syrup or something like that. This was just a stripe. I think this is a little bit heavier paper, and it might have been in a Costco ad or something. I don't remember. This red here is part of a man's suit with this tie. Not sure. Oh, tomatoes. These were Roma tomatoes. And then we've got the M&M guy there. So then you just kind of put it, I know I needed to go fairly close to the top there. kind of put it how you want to put it. And then start gluing. If I had more red, what I need to do, let me grab, I'll just grab some of those code ones. I want to make sure, just getting started here, that I put them, space them right. And like Nicole said, you can measure it out if you want to do that. Or just, you know, and draw lines on your page. I just kind of want to get enough down here that I can see how I need to space them. As long as I have them fairly straight and leave enough room to get 6 down the side, that's really all I care about. I don't want them to be crooked or anything, but okay, so there's 6. I'm not going to glue these on this page. I'm just using it for the spacing. Hi, Sue. I have not been to Pick of the Litter yet, but that's a great idea, and I have friends that work in that store, so I might mention that to her. I'll ask her about the magazines. Okay, so that looks decent to me. So now, fingers crossed, I can glue these, and I've got some old glue sticks, but they're not dried up. I've got new glue sticks too. In fact, Nicole showed some that I think somebody might have sent it to her, whatever, told her about from Dollar Tree. So finally our Dollar Tree here got them, and they're these, and she really liked them. So I bought like a whole handful of them while they have them available, because these are spendy elsewhere. So they're the Aleene's industrial strength glue stick, and I think they have an orange color to them, but they dry clear. But I'm using up what's left in these glue sticks. We have a Daiso store an hour away from us, so I bought these kind of glue sticks there at that store. And I haven't tried them yet, but so let me get, yeah, this glue's going on just fine. Yay. I have a piece of paper over here. I'll show it to you. It's kind of cardstocky. It came in, it was like on the back of a catalog. It might have even been a Stampin' Up! Catalog. I can't remember. But I don't know what kind of film is on the top of it. Some sort of, maybe it's waxed or something. But I've been using it to glue things like this kind of gluing, and the glue just dries on it really super fast. And I've been using it over and over and over. I've got my little silicone sheets, but for this type of gluing, that works really well. Okay, I know my fingers are going to get all gluey. So probably what I should do is grab a wipe real quick. Yay, my first glued thing in my start of my very first glue book. Even though I've been going to start that other one with all those images I showed you in the beginning. That was what I was going to start first. But then when she popped up with this one, I thought, oh man, it's a good start and so easy, and I just loved the whole idea of this, because even with the other type of glue booking, you're still composing your pages, you know what I mean? It's still, you're putting thought in it, still composing how you want to lay it out, what the theme of the page is going to be, blah, blah, blah. This one, it's just color. And the squares are all the same. And it's so easy. And I thought, okay, that's fun. Sometimes you just want something like that. You still want to be crafty, do something creative. You just don't want to have to think about it. And yeah, I'm going to have a bigger edge over here, but that's okay. It doesn't have to be perfect. Hopefully, as long as it's straight, that's all I care about. I don't want it going wonky down the page. Those almost look like jelly beans, but I know they are Roma tomatoes, I'm positive. Okay, so then I've got this little roller thing too. If you feel the need, you can roll it. It's a brayer. Or you can use one of these little scraper tools to smooth it down. I can move all these now, I think. And this is the last red one I have for now. And then I will have to get busy punching out more things. I've got more magazines that I haven't even looked through yet as far as for the postage stamps. They're ones I've been cutting all those other things out of. But I haven't punched things out of them yet, so I still have a lot of punching I can do. Okay, so that's what I have for my red page. Hi, Patty. Okay, so yeah, so I'm doing it just like Nicole. I'm totally copycatting her, and I bought this little brag book or picture album. She got hers at Dollar Tree, but I got mine at Freddy's. Our Dollar Tree didn't have them, and so I have it set up in the colors of the rainbow, and then brown and gray and all that, and that's how the pages are going to be. So I'm gonna save the back of this one, and it will be red as well. And then I'm gonna move on to orange for this one. And then it goes after colors, it just goes into random other things, faces, people, you know, people. Oh, I said orange, but I'm doing pink. So yeah. And I did link the postage stamp punch, but like I said, you don't have to use postage stamp. That's what she was using. I just liked the idea. And so I'm just being a big copycatter because I thought it looked so fun. So the only thing you kind of want to plan out a little bit is where you want your squares. So like I wouldn't want two solid images right next to each other. Or like I've got two that have stripes. I don't want those right next to each other. But other than that, no biggie. So what's this? This is, oh, you know what I think this is? Maybe is Pepto-Bismol. I think that might be what it is. I am sure that I probably cut this out of the Costco ad book. Okay, let's see. Let's do maybe this one. Maybe I want that one there. And what is this? This is, oh, this is like a piece of, you know, the scrunchies. When you see it in person, you can see the netting in it. So I think that's what that is a piece of like part of a scrunchie. That's what I call them anyway. Once you get the first row, then the rest of it's easy. It's just lining up, I think, kind of. My fingernails aren't helping anything. Okay, so that looks fine. Let's get gluing. Yeah, me and glue sticks, and I always get it on my fingers. That's the only thing, is that I get my fingers gluey. And you just want to be careful with the little pieces that stick out, that you don't have glue on your finger and accidentally rip them off. But hey, it's just a piece of paper, so if you do, it's not the end of the world. You can kind of look on the back and see how something was meant to be. So this was actually meant to be like that. I think I will do it that way because this one really looks like it needs to go horizontal in the stripe wise. I'm not really looking at it as another craft. I suppose it is, Patty, but I don't know. Yeah, relaxing. It's just, it's an option, okay? So it's an option for when you don't want to have to put any thought into what you're doing. You just want to do it. Yeah, that's what I think about this. You don't really have to put much thought into it. You just set and punch stuff out while you're watching TV and then glue the squares in the book. You know what it reminds me of, kind of back in the day whenever I was sick, my mom would always buy me I loved sticker books. They don't make them like they used to back then. I mean, she would buy me color books too, but like sticker books, I loved those. And they just don't have them like that anymore. Okay, a piece of that corner's gone, but I'm not going to freak out about it. I'm not going to be that OCD. I could be, but I'm not going to be. So I've always loved, I guess, basically this kind of stuff because I loved those sticker books and that kind of stuff. So I look at this as kind of the same. It's just something you can do that's relaxing. And then when you go back and look at it when it's done, it's like, that's cool. It's kind of cool. Okay, so we've got the pink page going here. Okay, this has got words and this has got words, so I'm not going to put them right next to each other. This stripe has cheetahs all over it. Oh, it's pajamas. It's ladies' pajamas with cheetahs all over them. And I could have put this like in the flower page, but I just liked it for the pink page. How should I turn it? I think like that. My fingers are getting sticky again. So what is everybody else working on crafty-wise? I went to Card and Coffee on Monday and made some, for the rest of the year now, we will be making Christmas cards once a month at Card and Coffee. And so I have those that I'm saving to show you for Saturday morning makes. I have been delinquent in getting anything done lately for Saturday morning makes because we've just had so much stuff going on with Car Club. So we've got another car show out of town this weekend and then our Car Club picnic on Sunday. So another busy weekend. So I'll try to get something else made besides those Christmas cards to have to show in a video for Saturday. Okay, what's going on here? There we go. I'm trying not to be too perfect and fussy with it. Those are cute PJs. All right, so that's what I have for pink so far. I have a few more pink than I did red. I only have a few orange here. Okay, I'm seeing these fall leaves. And I'm telling you what, it's already fall here, okay? Where my sister lives, there's a particular kind of tree that is already complete. The leaves on them there at her apartment complex are already completely red. Leaves are falling. It's getting dark earlier. I don't like it. No likey. Okay, maybe the carrots. So these were carrots that were in a veggie tray. I just cut out the carrots. And I'm guessing that might have been in that Costco. I found a lot to punch out in that Costco book. So if you're a Costco member and you get that in the mail, take a look at what's in there. Basketball. And then we've got a Mickey Mouse yard ornament pumpkin is what that looks like to me. Cute. And obviously this was from a TV ad, Samsung. I was thinking that I could use my glue press gun, but Not really, because, you know, that's liquid glue, and it's just, it would keep my fingers from getting sticky, but I don't think liquid glue like that lays as nice and flat without wrinkling as glue sticks. Are you going to do all the pages with the stamp punch? I am. I think I need to do a few pages in my book that are just colors. Yep, the whole book is going to be the postage stamp punch. And I mean, since these papers are flat and don't really create any bulk, I don't see that this book would turn out to be like gator mouth, you know, where you're adding a bunch of layers and it making it want to be fat pages. So this could go on for a long time, because I don't remember how many pages were in this book, but there's a lot. And this book, it's not, the pages aren't perforated. You know how sometimes they'll be perforated. I'm kind of glad that they're not, because then I think, you know, you might accidentally tear the perforation, and so I'm just glad that they're not perforated. I hate my fingers being sticky, by the way, so that's the only downside, is that I get glue on my fingers, and now I'm getting it on my arm too, because I just stuck my arm onto the glue paper over here. And I think I'm getting these a little bit closer than in the other pages, but it's all right. The goal for me is to try to find things that are the colors that you want, but also something fun. Which in a 1.5 inch square isn't the easiest, but you want things that are interesting to look at, I guess, so that when you go back, or when somebody else goes back and thumbs through the pages, they can look at it and say, oh, I know what that was, or I know what that was from. It's not going to be like that with everything, but it's not just like you're cutting it out of a solid piece of cardstock that's a color. You want it to be a little bit interesting. So if you've never looked at Nicole's page, her YouTube channel, I mean, and you're interested, again, here is how to find her, Nicole, relax.glue.cut, Yeah, she's funny. Okay, that's all I have for orange. What's next? Yellow. Oh, this one's going to have some fun images, I think. Okay, I've been starting each one out with a square that has a word or part of a word, so I think we'll just continue that. Not on purpose necessarily. Sometimes there's a little, because of this paper being so thin, the punch will leave a little bit of a piece of paper that I like to trim off. Okay, so we'll put that one there, and then maybe this one. And it doesn't matter that there's other colors in the square, but this whole building is yellow or gold. So I thought that was kind of fun. And then this is a Dracula book. I think we'll put it down there. We got a lot of words. And then I will put that one there. Okay. My Creative Time has a brand new release that released this morning, all about Halloween, and there's some really, oh, I didn't glue my first square down. Oops. Ding dong. I was thinking it was already glued down. It's all about Halloween. She's got some really fun ephemera and 2 new paper pads. And the paper pads have small designs, so it's really great for card making. And several fun new dies. A really great spider web die that has its layers, and the back layer could totally be just used for doilies. There's 3 different sizes, I think, in the die set. So yeah, the back layers of each sizes of those could be just used as a doily for any time of year. I'm not going to be able to get that off. Can I scoot it down without ripping it? I don't want to rip it. There we go. Anyway, some cute things. Oh, there's potion bottles. I ordered the potion bottle dies. And, oh, some Halloween phrases. I ordered that. And there were 2 different sets of really cute ephemera. I ordered those. Let's see. Who was saying that they don't need any more things? Any more craft supplies? Surely it wasn't me. It's hard to pass up Halloween stuff. Of course, then it'll be, well, it already is, but Christmas stuff. Okay. The potion bottles could totally be used for Valentine's Day too, so. And they don't just have to be potion bottles. You could turn them sideways and put a ship in them or whatever. So they don't just have to be Halloween. I won't make you suffer through watching me glue the next color. We'll stop at the yellow. But it is fun, I have to say. It might not be as fun to watch, but it's just fun. And just because I'm doing this today doesn't mean I'm not going to still be doing cards. I'm still doing cards. Today I just wanted to do this. I've been wanting to get it started, and I thought I'm just going to do that in my video today. So there you have it. So we've done red, orange, and yellow, right? No, red, pink, orange. We did 4 colors. Red, pink, orange, and yellow. And then I will go on and do green and all the other colors and things. I think it's fun. And so then as I'm punching and doing, I can go back and this page will be red. This one will be pink. And then once I'm done with the colors and the other things, I'll probably just choose other subjects to punch out. And maybe I will go back to and go through the colors again. Who knows? Possibilities are endless. Okay, I'm going to show you the cute stamp set that okay, so Kim, here on YouTube, why can't I think of the name of her channel? Totally enabled me to get this stamp set. This is from 2000. It is called Costume Bears, and she got it for much cheaper than I got it for. I think she found hers on Marketplace. And I just thought these were so cute. So these two are, well, this one, there's no face on these pumpkins, but I mean, it still looks Halloween-y to me, but it could just be fall. But look at the little witch costume. I absolutely love that. And then these two you could use for any time, but this one's in his little clown suit and a little ballerina. Let me measure these because I'm thinking I want to do some twinchies. I mean, there's 4 of them, so I can do a set of 4 of the twinchies. Oh yeah. I think they, height-wise, they just fit. Let me see. Oh yeah, perfect. Perfect. So I'm going to do a set of twinchies with these. I just love them, and they had a whole bunch of these sets on eBay. This one, I picked out the one that I thought had been trimmed the nicest, and I don't think that this set has ever been used. It doesn't look like it was ever used to me. There was another set that was a little less expensive than this one, but one of the stamps was like clear down at the bottom of the block, and I just didn't like how it had gotten stuck to the block, because back in the day, you know, we had to trim all of the stamps ourselves and put them on the blocks. But yeah, they have a ton of this set on eBay. If you're like me and you think you have to have it, it's called Costume Bears Stampin' Up, and it's from 2000. Too cute. Story time. Okay. I don't think I read these. As if true pride were not also humble. Positive thinking is the key to success in business, education, pro football, anything that you can mention. I go out there thinking that I'm going to complete every pass. And by the way, this book is just called You're the Best. It's got cute art pages in it and nice sayings. If I only had a little humility, I would be perfect. And they're all quotes. I have learnt that success is to be measured not so much by the position that one has reached in life as by the obstacles which he has overcome while trying to succeed. When someone does something good, applaud. You will make two people happy. It is a funny thing about life. If you refuse to accept anything but the best, you very often get it. People become really quite remarkable when they start thinking that they can do things, when they believe in themselves that they have the first secret of success. Keep on going, and the chances are that you will stumble on something, perhaps when you are least expecting it. I never heard of anyone ever stumbling on something sitting down. Okay, we'll stop there. Thanks for hanging out with me and watching me start this fun postage stamp glue book. It's fun, y'all. It's fun. And like I said, I linked this postage stamp punch and the book because I got them both on Amazon. I just put the links. I'm not an affiliate or anything. I just put the links down in the description box. So if you're interested, you can find that there. And you, like I said, also, you don't have to use a postage stamp. You could do circles, octagons, whatever kind of a punch you might have. It doesn't have to be in a notebook like I used. I just was being a big old copycat, so that's what I did. And the little thingy here is a photo brag book. I got mine at Fred Meyer because my Dollar Tree didn't have them. Any other time they probably would, but they didn't have them. So that is that, you guys. I hope you have a great weekend ahead. Get to do something crafty and take care. And I will see you in my next video. Thanks for being here. Please give me a thumbs up. Bye-bye.